Hi, this is Monty from Moat Park Vehicles and welcome to another one of our detailed vehicle appraisals on a car that has just come into us. This is our Vauxhall Meriva 1.7 diesel, so the CDTI. It's an automatic SE, so the highest sort of spec that you'll have in the Vauxhall range. So you'll tend to have things like panoramic glass roof, front and rear parking sensors, 4 electric windows, air conditioning, etc. But I'll give you a more detailed view very shortly. Now, first of all, I'm going to walk around the car. That will probably take me about 2 or 3 minutes, and I'll give you a better view very shortly. Now, these videos do tend to take about 8 to 10 minutes long, sometimes a bit longer. The reasons behind that is just that I'll try and be as detailed as I possibly can. So it just sort of takes the stigma out of, you know, what a cars are going to be like. I mean, we've all viewed cars on the internet before. Pictures look absolutely fantastic. You go and view the car and it's nothing like as described. So whether you're 2 miles away or 200 miles away, it should be as I've described it in the video. Now, we are all human. I might have missed 1 or 2 little bits and pieces on the car. Nothing has been done intentionally, but I'll try and describe it as best as I possibly can. Now, please feel free to read any of my reviews on Auto Trader. They are all genuine. They're all verified purchases. We don't make anything up. Everything is 5-star. Look, at the end of the day, you know, I'm so pleased with the customers that leave me great reviews, but somewhere along the line, you're going to get a bad one. You know, I haven't built this car 7 years ago at the Vauxhall factory. All we try and do is make it as best as we possibly can for our customers, and we give them as high a quality, comprehensive warranty as we possibly can. Okay, now this particular car has actually, and I should have really said it at the beginning, has actually only covered 27,000 miles. That's it. It's a 2-owner vehicle, 27,000 miles. That's all it's covered. Now, please feel free, if you want to know any more details on the car, just give me a call. I'll tell you exactly why it's only covered 27,000 miles and why it was probably parked outside the previous owner's address for about a year undriven. Right, so we're about 2.5 minutes into the video, and I'll tend to start off from the driver's side front. Now, just to tell you what we've done so far to the car, our prep guys have put a brand new set of discs front and rear, obviously a new set of brake pads front and rear, and we had a couple of the rear tyres changed as well because they were starting to crack and a few, you know, showed signs of perishing, so they've been replaced, not for brand new tyres, but they're quality used tyres like Continental, that type of thing. Okay, so let's start off from the driver's side front. So tyres absolutely fine, got lots and lots of tread on the tyres. They're approximately 6mm on the front and about 5mm on the back. Now what we're going to try and do now is just try and show you the side of the vehicle. Now hopefully if I move the camera slowly enough, you might be able to pick up reflections. It's just really trying to show you that there isn't any dents or anything like that, any damage down the side of the car. Now there is a few little stone chips here and there, most of them are on the door edges. They have all been touched up already. Okay, but everything on the driver's side wing here is absolutely fantastic. Show you the wheel as well. Wheel's in good nick. You've got a couple of little marks just around the outer edge. I'm sure these were touched up before, but I'll just get the guys to double check. They might have missed that, but I'll make sure they're touched up again. But apart from that, there's no corrosion or anything like that, and you can probably see there's a brand new set of discs in there as well. Right, let's just go down the side again. Hopefully you can try and pick up the reflections. It looks all really good. Now these particular Merivas got something called suicide doors, so the back doors open in the opposite direction as most cars, but I'll show you that very shortly. And again, if I scoot down round the back of the car, hopefully if I pan that round, you can probably try and pick up the reflections. All the paintwork's nice and bright. There's nothing, no dulling, that type of thing that you can see. Well, I can see either. Now, door edges, there were a few little stone chips here and there, or little chips. They've all been touched up, so it looks absolutely fantastic. Right, let's just show you in here. Now there is a brand new set of mats that have been ordered for the car because the ones that are in here didn't actually fit the car correctly. So there's a brand new set of mats. So we've got half leather interior in the car. This center console It's a bit whizzy really. You can move it backwards and forwards. It slides along that sort of aluminium trim there. In the centre you've got your cup holder, and I think I'll put the locking wheel nut key in there. So as I mentioned, this car is automatic, electronic handbrake, your air conditioning which is ice cold, all your radio functionality, and your display screen is up at the top. Your steering wheel, so you've got all your bits and pieces for your cruise control. Now it does have, it looks like a phone functionality on here. This is a standard steering wheel that you'll get on most Vauxhalls. It doesn't have a phone functionality whatsoever. You do get dealers that actually put that these cars have got phone functionalities. They don't. Generally, it's sort of like 1 in every 20 that'll have it. It's an optional extra at the factory. And then you've got all your light fittings or your light switches there. Now what I've done, I've left the sort of sun blind sort of half over the panoramic glass roof. Now the glass roof doesn't open, the sun blind comes over and covers the glass all the way open. So I've just left it halfway like that so you can see it. Door panels, all looks really good. You've got your 4 electric window switches, your mirrors on there. Now what I meant about these suicide doors is they open like that. But I'm sure if you're looking for a Meriva, you probably know that the doors open like that as well. Again, half leather interior for the back. Really looks like it has been unsatin. It's in a fantastic condition. It really, really is. Haven't even put that up. Apologies if you can hear any dogs barking in the background. I'm in a public park. That's where I take all my pictures, so apologies. Again, if you have a look in the wheels, if I pan back, you can have a look at the wheels. They are looking fantastic condition. And you can probably see in there as well, brand new brake discs, new pads. Right, coming round the back of the car. Parking sensor, you can probably see that here. You can probably see the parking sensors. You can switch them on and off if you want to. Now there's a couple of little marks here on the back bumper. A couple of little bits here that have been touched up. Again, if I was taking a photograph back here, you wouldn't really pick any of that up. And then you've got a bit of a mark there. So somewhere along the line, someone's reversed back and just put a little bit of a crease in the bumper. But again, come back here, take a photograph. You may just pick it up, but really wouldn't be looking for it unless I pointed it out to you. Let's open the boot. Nice big boot. You've got a luggage net in there as well, and then you've got a compartment underneath here. Now that compartment will normally house a spare wheel, but these cars don't have a spare wheel. They have like a pump-up kit. Right, you can buy spare wheels for them, but again, you still have to pump them up in bits and pieces, but they come with a pump-up kit. Right, all the seats you can fold them down. They are a sort of 40-40-20 kind of configuration. You move all the seats backwards and forwards, etc., that type of thing. So let's just show you this side of the car. Hopefully you can try and pick up reflections. I know we might get a bit of some of the glare from the sun, but it's not intentional. We haven't done that intentionally. Then alloy wheels, you can see they're in good condition, the alloy wheels. There's no kind of corrosion, anything like that. Plenty of tread on the tyres as well. Let's just show you the back of the car over here. Again, there'll be pictures of all the door panels. You've got privacy glass on this car, so tinted windows from the B post. The B post being that post there. You've got your half leather interior. You've got a couple of little sort of 12-volt cigarette sockets here, and you've got one at the front. You've got a USB port. And also you've got an auxiliary port front. So I better start getting a move on because we're up to about 9.5 minutes. Now some dealers have started doing these videos now, but unfortunately they're not quite informative. You tend to have a bit of really bad music in the background. Goes on for about 1.5 minutes and they just walk around the car. I think it's really not pointless, but you know, you really got to utilise the video so customers know exactly what they come to have a look at. Okay, and as I mentioned, it's automatic. You have got a manual functionality on there. 6-speed automatic transmission. Let's just try and go down the side of the car. Hopefully you might be able to try and pick up slightly better reflections here. I'll move that up and down from side to side. You can pick all that up, it's all good. Again, there's no dents down the side of this car. Absolutely fantastic. You won't be disappointed, really. You really won't be disappointed. Okay, alloy wheels. All looks in really good condition there. And again, you can probably see brand new discs. You're going to get a little bit of surface rust in there. You're going to always get that with brand new discs. Okay, and then let's come to the front of the car. Now, normally with a car, you know, if you looked at a car that's done 100,000 miles, it's going to have loads of chips and things like that. Now, even though this car has only covered 27,000 miles, you're going to have a few little chips here and there. Nothing major. I'll try and point them out to you. You've got a couple of little stone chips that have been touched up along there. You've got a tiny little, probably hairline sort of scratch. I probably missed that when the guys were getting the car prepped for me, but I'll try and get it back to them. There's another one that's been here that has been touched up, and a couple of little chips there. And along the bonnet, you're going to have a couple of little chips, so they've been touched up. There's one there, one there. I think there was one up here, and there's sort of 2 or 3 on this side, more on the leading edge, round there, and round there, and here. Okay, but it's to be expected. She's 7 years of age. I know she's done really low mileage, but please, please, please don't expect to see a brand new car when you come down here, even though it's done 27,000 miles. You can get a car that's done 3,000 miles that will still have a few chips and a few little light scratches on it. So we're coming up to 12 minutes now, so I do apologise. I have babbled on quite a lot, so yeah, I do apologise. So I'd like to thank you very much for your time. If this particular car you're interested in, or anything else in Motor Park Vehicles, please don't hesitate to pick up the phone, send me a text, send me an email, and I'll get back to you as quickly as possible. Thank you. Bye bye.